And we'll move straight on to public participation, public forum, Victoria Neighbourhood Association. Marjorie, please come forward. Nice to see you again. Now, yes, your microphone is now on.
Okay, good. Thank you. You should all have a copy of a little brochure. That's what we used for the launch of our book. And there's one sitting on this empty space here, and I don't know where the other one is, but we've got one going this way and one this way, so you know what I'm talking about. So first of all, thank you for the opportunity to speak today. There are some others that were coming from the Victoria Neighbourhood Association to show you that it's a group effort. There's a few here, they can put their hand up. I also asked Gareth Wright, but I don't believe he's here, from your own Heritage Response team to join me because he was so incredibly helpful above and beyond expectations while we were working on this. One of the books circulating is his. It probably has his name on the front, and I'm sure he's going to want it back. So before I launch into what the book is, just some more thank yous, because I'd really like to thank Dion, who... There he is. Dion and Bruce Coleman, one of the staff members, Ruby, I think it's Sione, and Sally Buck for their support through this project. We'll be presenting a copy of the book to the community board next week. So, what is this book that some of you have in front of you? It's a celebration of our neighborhood. And you can see there's photos and there's lots of text. There's photos of us doing things. There's photos of houses. There's photos of buildings. It's a celebration of our neighborhood, which most of you will know, but just in case. It's Victoria Street, Beeley Avenue, Colombo Street, and Salisbury Street, and it's known as the Victoria Neighborhood Association area. This book is also an acknowledgement of the importance of history and of heritage to neighborhoods such as ours. So we started the project in 2000 with a Council Millennium Grant. Those of you who were here that long ago will remember that you gave Millennium Grants for various projects. We took photos of all the houses in our neighborhood at that time, not knowing how many of the little workers' cottages we would be losing a few years later, but we wanted to capture all of that as developments were occurring. For various reasons, we didn't finish the project as we had anticipated, which would have included a printed version of some sort. Back then, given the difference in being able to do this kind of thing now online using, software and doing it yourself, back then it would not have been something such as this. But we didn't do that. This time, we collected up all those photos, which we had, some already printed, some not. We added many from the 1980s and even earlier, and then some more following the earthquakes and showing the impact of that on our neighborhood. And then we photographed all the houses and buildings. Last time it was only houses. This time we included buildings on Victoria Street and Colombo Street in particular that are not residential. And we did that between October 2017 and early 2018. So that's what this book represents. It has the history of the street names. I found some very interesting things that the city council back in the very early days, like late 1800s, early 1900s, had done. And some of that is quoted in here. The brochure that you have in front of you lists everyone who contributed, and you will see that it was truly collaborative, including several businesses and people very far afield who heard about it through various means, often not directly from any of us. So it was really quite overwhelming, the support. So this final project is more complete and more elaborate than even we expected. But once you start, you can't stop. And we just got more and more interested. More and more people said, oh, I've got something. My great aunt used to live, somebody from as far away as Wanganui found out through a little notice that the New Zealand Heritage Heritage Group had put in a newsletter because they were interested in what we were doing, and he contacted me and sent photos which are on Peterborough Street in here. So the project to us exemplifies many of the goals in your revitalization plan and Project 8011 in particular, which incidentally we do fully support and are looking forward to having involvement. We hope the book gives you a glimpse into how Central City neighborhoods can thrive over many years, and we hope that you also just enjoy it. So thank you, and it was only 18 years late.
It's absolutely fantastic, and congratulations, I think, to everyone. I mean, it had a huge amount of involvement. Yeah. It's so special, and we're just really, really grateful that you've taken the time. It doesn't matter how late it is. It's okay. It's been done, and it's a fantastic resource for future generations.
The new library is buying 3 copies, 2 soft cover, which you can also get, and 1 hardcover. And they're hoping, if they can't figure out how to put the whole book on the interactive board, Guy Field has already said, is there a way that you can go through and give us? It would be a big job, but we could do it slowly over the time, but do it like street by street so people can go through.
Yeah, but the touchable, people are going to be able to upload onto it. Yeah. So
I think he just wasn't sure at the time. This was a while ago. I think he wasn't positive whether a book can be put on or if it is images. They just weren't sure. Yeah, but something's going to happen.
I'm going to see it for the first time tonight, so I'm going to have a look.
Okay. So just make sure, Gareth, I think there's a note on there just saying to give back to Joe Daly, I believe.
Yeah.
But Gareth hasn't even had his hot hands on it yet, so make sure he gets it back.
Okay. Look, thank you very much. I think we should give a round of applause, don't you? Right. So